I actually don't understand why people are coming on opportunity card. So this was a real conversation I had with somebody who is living near Frankfurt. And this couple came from Bangalore and now they are living near Frankfurt. And they came without having any kind of jobs essentially because the opportunity card messaging or propaganda or whatever you call it, it's like so massive, it is insane. Because everybody thinks, or what everybody is told, that you can move to Germany without having any kind of job whatsoever, and then you can do a part-time job there, and you can find a job while living in Germany and things like that. Like, look, I am pro Germany. I really, really like that Germany offers free education to all international students. I think that's a nice thing. And this is also one of the factors why I say that you should use this golden opportunity while you still have, because you can get to essentially experience something different and have some kind of, different stories to tell, some kind of different experience with professors, with studies, with curriculum, things like that. But the problem comes that when you're making these kind of decisions, when everybody tells you that just move to Germany and you're having chances of finding jobs and things like that, you don't understand that the burn rate is insane in Germany. This couple I spoke to, they are burning 1,400 euros per month. Now, tell me how that works. I don't understand. Now, why this is happening? Because again, this couple is not stupid. Like, they're actually very smart people. They have a lot of work experience. I think they were from doing like Scrum Master or like SAP or something. Now, the situation with them comes that, like, because they are not having a job, that means finding an apartment is also difficult. Finding an apartment with which you're able to do city registration, because not a single landlord essentially wants a tenant who doesn't have a job. It's a simple thing. I have apartments myself. Even in that scenario, I want to make sure that there's somebody who has a job, because I want to make sure that like the rent is coming and there's not a situation where you have to go the legal route or you have to vacate the tenants, things like that. Like, that's not a nice situation. So I can understand that this happened. And that's why I also asked, guys, why is the burn rate so high? So they told me that the rent alone is like around 1,100 euros, and they are not finding anything cheaper because they are simply not getting a place, because they are not having a job right now. So that's the first thing. Opportunity card, great idea. I think like that's definitely very nice. I also see how so many people have pushed it so much, and also why you see that like I have essentially made no video whatsoever about like opportunity card. I think like at the time when it was getting released, I like mentioned that, but the implementation, I actually do not really like it that much. So anybody who is thinking about just moving to Germany on an opportunity card, remember that when you move to Germany, your expenses are at least 3 to 4 times of whatever you're spending in India right now. Everything is more expensive, the rent is higher. It's really a bad idea if you do not have a plan. And having a plan is extremely important. Doesn't matter if you want to go for a job seeker visa, well, which used to be the job seeker visa, I think you still have it, or if you want to go for an opportunity card. If you do not have companies lined up in which you can essentially give interviews after going, that is simply a very bad idea. Because if you think about the entire application process for a job, again, very important for working professionals to please listen to this. If you're going to understand the application process for applying for jobs in Germany is exactly the same how it is going to be when you apply for jobs from India. Application portals, Indeed, Stepstone, LinkedIn, Sync, all of these platforms are simply online platforms. There's not a place where you're essentially having the benefit of being in Germany, with some exceptions. That okay, like you're in Germany, you can just like go to the company and you can like submit your resume and motivation letter and like you can get the job. It doesn't work like this, right? So you still have to go through the online routes, and this is the reason I say like at least like get the full steps started online, right? When you see that you're getting good responses, then it makes sense for you to apply for the opportunity card. Then it makes sense for you to come to Germany. And also you can now come for opportunity card for a shorter duration. You don't have to come for 1 year, you can come for 6 months. So that's also a possibility for you. The next very important thing, that you simply cannot underestimate. And again, this is important for working professionals who have more work experience. So I'm talking about anything above 3 years. If you have more than 3 years of work experience, you generally expect a higher salary than somebody who is simply starting out. So, what is the situation there? If you want higher salary, a company wants the flexibility that they can actually put you in places where they can give you higher responsibilities or more responsibilities. From more responsibilities, I mean speaking to other regional companies, speaking to other clients in B2B roles, and making sure that you're able to take up parts of communication also, right? Because especially if you're going towards something like a project manager, a scrum master, there are going to be times when you have to like essentially present your ideas. You have to essentially take the lead in the presentations and so on, and in the meetings. So how are you going to do that if you have no German proficiency? Since the very starting, I was the first YouTube channel essentially who started talking about Germany seriously. If you go to any of the YouTube channels you're watching, go to the video section, click on the oldest, and check who uploaded the video first. I have been saying this from the very starting. If you want to come to Germany, if you don't learn German, you're going to simply struggle with everything. And this is still true today. Because if you think about, you need Russian in Russia, German in Germany, English in England. Just like take the name of the country and put the national language or regional, like whatever, official language. And you know that like you need that language in order to thrive in that country. The biggest problem that Indians make is like you simply see of whatever is the flashiest messaging, you believe on that, and you essentially take your decisions on the basis of that. That's a bad idea. So when you're going on the opportunity card, anyways, you get like extra points for having German proficiency, but still it is extremely important for you, even because like these people who came, they didn't have any German proficiency and they came on opportunity card. One of the a couple had A1, other one did not have anything. So even if you have no German proficiency and you have enough points that you can apply for it, it still is pointless. Like in my opinion, it makes no sense whatsoever. Of course, it is beneficial for the German government to get as many people as possible to Germany and essentially like make them spend money in Germany, right? Of course it is beneficial. Of course it is nice. But is it nice for you as an individual? It is not nice if you have no plan. If you do not have German proficiency, if you're not able to convert your job applications into interviews and into jobs, that is simply a bad idea for you. If you don't have German proficiency, that is a bad idea for you. If you don't know how to make the job applications right, that is a bad idea for you. So just think about all these things. Like this is right now, okay, you're at the comfort of your home, you have all of these hopes and dreams that okay, like life is going to be better outside, but you can end up in very bad situation where you are burning so much more money than you're making, and this can lead you into making decisions that you wouldn't have made otherwise. This can lead you into taking lower paying jobs. This can lead you into spending more time in simply part-time jobs instead of really focusing on that one job that is going to really make you fulfilled. And this is a real story. This is a real story. That's why, this is not a professional, like whatever, like YouTube video. I'm just like recording it on my phone. And at the same time, on the other hand, you see the other story I had with Vignesh, where the student who did not have like German proficiency was struggling with jobs, learned till B2, had a German interview in in 55 minutes. So the call went on for 55 minutes. And then afterwards, like he got the job. So there are like these kind of stories which exist. So like keep in mind that you have a good plan, and please tell this to anybody who is planning to come to Germany on opportunity card, job seeker visa, things like that. There's a way of doing things. You can get jobs from India. It is possible. You need German proficiency for that, for you to stand out. So if you want to start learning German, we have courses for that. If you want my help in finding jobs in Germany, we also have a program for that. Both of the links you'll find in the description. But do not make this mistake of just like randomly applying for opportunity card, deciding to move to Germany, and thinking that just because you're in Germany right now, you're going to find a job by the virtue of it. You still have to make the application completely online. most of the steps are still going to be done completely online. So that does not help.